Yeah, so, like I said, I had been fixing up these ramps, and I was like finally getting into the skate community. I was going to the Northwest Skate Collective meetings where we were sort of, they had obviously been working on getting a skate park built down here for a long time, but we still didn't know how far away that end goal was. And I was finally like making friends with the skate community and like becoming a part of it, really. And then winter was on the horizon, and you know, all of a sudden it's getting dark at like 4 p.m. and you're like, it's raining, it's dark, I can't skate. And so I remember I was just like, what if I just started like bringing in like battery powered lights down here? Just like went on Amazon and bought a couple of LED lights. I think I bought like 4 of them first. Like they're these little $20 charge up LED lights. They're still actually, it's the same ones that are up there right now. And we just filled out the whole of the mini ramp with it, and that's what it was.
Almost out of cash at the casino. The ATM seemed to be broken, and I spent my last dollar smoking, sucking down a spring roll.
And it sort of kind of snowballed from there, where like I think just having lights out, especially when it gets so dark here, and you know, you have kids riding by on their skateboards, there's bus stops, so like people are moving around, and you see like these glowing lights lighting up the mini ramp, and I think it's kind of like moths to the flame. Like people are just like, hey, you poke their heads in, like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, I have these lights, like, come on down. And from there, it's just really been dialing in, okay, like how do I get this outreach to people, and how do I like, you know, make it feel inclusive and not scary, and not like, you know, they see a light in the dark and I pop out and go, hey, you want to skateboard? You know, like how do you keep it friendly when it, you know, you're skating under a bridge? And it's I don't know, it's been really awesome to see what feels like this kind of like scattering of skateboarders in the winter have a place to congregate. Like it's not even necessarily that it's an amazing place to congregate. I mean, it's dirty, it's smelly, half the stuff is still falling apart, but like we have something finally that's available in the winter. And it's just crazy to see how many people were kind of waiting for that. And then as soon as that flame lit, just, it's really become a tight-knit community surrounding it.
Get tired of playing the hits, making excuses, going to sleep now, getting over. Don't you get tired of playing the hits? Once it's been said,
having Northwest Skate Collective as a backer has lended legitimacy to a little dude bringing a generator and lights under a bridge, and has allowed it to turn into a thing where like we have like middle schoolers and high schoolers coming, and we can run, you know, little impromptu clinics and teach people. And I think without having a backing of a nonprofit, it definitely would be a harder sell to parents. So that legitimacy has been huge for the night skates, but just in general, Northwest Skate Collective, especially over the last 6 months, has, like, once we had the initial sort of bite from the city government of like, we will fund this if you guys can help grab money for it. Once they like paid for the secondary design after we submitted the pro bono design that Grindline had done, we kind of all realized on the board like, oh, okay, we really got to like step it up. And just want to like cut the giant hole in this fence one day. Don't put that on me.
Come in here to go through
Cut that part where I said I was going to cut a hole in the fence. The like Northwest Skate Collective wants to be for all of the Northwest. Our focus is obviously Bellingham right now, but for instance, the largest jam we had, like that was run by the city of Ferndale, but they had us basically come and do all the setup and you know keep it going. We had, I think Colin was emceeing, and so we were kind of the oil for that machine. And I think that's really the kind of role we'll be taking more and more in the future. Of like, the city has like the power and the functions and the structures to make things happen. We have the knowledge and the people at this point that we can effectively be like the gears that turn, that make the thing happen.
Socks on the grass as you walk past. I mind my own business. Ever heard of that? What's the matter? Those pinned back black leather boots. Don't make a difference. You're wearing those outside. Tell me something not anyone can see. Love is just
I think you're with this guy.
a constant mission from me. Tell the truth, I'm lying. Didn't care about your dog. All of this showboating's just to prove my
Our pitch has always been that skateboarding is more than the sport. And I think most people, if you explained like that to them, would agree in that like skateboarding is punk music. It is, you know, EDM sometimes. It's metal. It's everything. It's art. It's, you know, skate art. It's graffiti. It's all of that. Is these subcultures are intertwined in a really intricate way that you can't quite separate. And so having a nice park here that like is a venue with proper sound, with proper lighting, with all of that stuff will allow us to have a cultural center to do with it whatever we want. And because skateboarding has all of those facets to it, it is the perfect vector to allow that to happen. Like, no shade to like trackside or the jumps and stuff, but like there is trackside the beer garden and then there is trackside the jumps. If you've ever been to a punk show at a skate park, it's all happening in the same place. You know, there's dudes spray painting the walls behind the skaters, the band's in the middle of the skate like park doing their thing. It's all happening in one place, and it's got this baked in cohesion of all those different elements that I think is unique. And I think like the tourism board, for example, really saw that in our presentation and kind of realized, oh, this is more than just like a cool thing for skateboarders to have. This is a cool thing for the community to have. Like, it will bring artists in, it'll bring musicians in, and a whole lot of other stuff. And it is a cultural center. Okay, well, it's a little hard to unplug it. I'm having a little bit of performance anxiety.
Devan. Yeah. Look at him over there. So handsome. I mean, what?
Yeah, dude, the long flowy hair.
Look at his long flowy hair and his cute little butt.
You can tell he's a millennial because he wears the tight pants. Dude.